Today I'm going to make an announcement. I really want to commit to racing, and I guess I'm going to look at today as maybe a bit of a training session. As you can tell, the weather's not great. I'm not feeling great. I'm sort of just in a blah mood. Maybe the weather has something to do with it. But maybe do a little bit of tips and tricks, and you're going to be along with me for the journey, and hopefully in the future when I race ESC downhill, we'll go from there. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while, and I'm gonna commit to it. I bought a downhill bike. I don't have it yet, but it will be here later next week, so see how it goes. So see how it feels. I don't know if I've rode this in the wet yet. So far, not too bad. This is really gonna be the test here. Yeah, the front end's slipping a bunch. This is, all right, so first and foremost. So for the longest time, I've come through this inside line here. This isn't the location I'm racing, by the way. I obviously want to avoid this. And then I've taken it in here, and I've always brake checked here. I wonder, this right here is where I broke my toe. I'm wondering if staying wide and coming in here, because this pinch point always worries me. I wonder if this is tough. It's not a great line. I almost wonder if coming wide, I think what I used to do was come wide and come back. But if I go more straight over here, that might be better. Obviously there's no berms here, and I think maybe this coming straight and then staying wide might be the better option, because these rocks are a little worse on the outside here. I'm not sure there is a great line. I think the best line is taking it in, a little bit of brake, back in, because I don't know if coming outside here is the best bet. I'm gonna try to take a little more calculated approach here. I'm gonna try to walk you through my mindset, but sometimes that kind of goes unconscious. But I looked at that corner, and I still think my normal line is better, but I kind of want to maybe bring it back a little more inside than I usually do. All right, let's give it a try. So let's go about 3/4 pace here. Most people stay outside there, don't agree with it, and then back in. Open it up, right across the middle. Straight, stay high, stay in the outside, inside, stay high. Nope, I don't like that, that's not great. Over this, back out, let it run. Up into the berm, let off a bit. Stay high, stay high. On the brakes, into the berm, up. All right, so I'm finding, even in me walking through all of that, I'm a little too not set up. I think I might want to come back a little wider on that little pinch point there. So this is more of another area here, and I'm gonna, again, 3/4 speed, walk myself through it as I do it, because a lot of the time I just sort of point and shoot. By the time people go straight, usually you don't have enough speed for that to be a drop. I like staying outside, coming out, letting it go, run outside. Stay a bit to the right here. Try to avoid that rock. Into the berm. Stay high, down. Stay high, roll. Stay high on the brakes a bit, down, roll, straight, and let it run. I actually have never taken that line before. In the middle section there, I kind of think it's best. Here's the ending section of this trail, and I've rode this a million times. Most of the time when you're riding it, you just kind of on the brakes, off, hit this drop. But now if I'm looking at it more of as a race line, I gotta see it's clearly not the fastest. The fastest is here on the outside and then around. For this purpose, I'm not gonna hit the drop. I'm gonna do it as the race line. I've never actually taken it. Looks like an easy roll though. Here is obviously the exit of the trail here. It's wet. Clearly, this is gonna be a swamp. Now, my idea with this is usually I'm coming here, I'm gonna bend it back inside and try to go in between. I don't know if you could see those roots there. I'm circling with my hand as if you could see that. There, stay high, and don't fight the bike because these roots are gonna be crazy. As I walked up, I almost had the thought of, is staying to the outside better? But I think in this instance, the more direct line here is gonna be a little quicker, so I don't have to bend it back and back in. What's tricky about this, as I whistle through my front teeth, is you can see it from this perspective. I know I've got the hyper view on, but it's blind. And if you're cooking, you have to just trust where it is. And seeing it from this perspective, the drop might actually be faster. But let me try it this way. I'm gonna go at 3/4 speed, walk you through what I'm thinking. So, coming up to it, roll, check it, stay wide, come back out, on the brakes, and just straight through. Straight through. There we go. Sometimes I think fast is slow, and I think that it's with the roots. Not as fast as I could have gone, but for those conditions, I can see if I can get up here so you can see it. That was pretty good through there. Fog. I think for these training sessions, I'm gonna start to, you know, call out what I see. So in my brain, I can kind of start to realize and like get my thought process, because I think a lot of the time I kind of go unconscious and just do what my body tells me. Sure what I want to call this, maybe Denny's downhill tips or Denny's downhill diary. Ooh, triple D. Shout out Guy Fieri, appreciate you. All right, I did my little pre-ride here, and now what I want to do is kind of hammer home a couple tips I got, stuff that I use, because I've only been riding for a couple of years and I've kind of figured out what works for me. Again, might not work for you, works for me. So I think I'm going to throw a timer in on this one as soon as I hit this. I don't know if you can see, it looks like a little cut tree past that fence there. I'm going to do that and see how it goes. I'm going to try to push myself a little more, talk through what I'm doing. But this tip I want people to see here is sometimes picking and being nitpicky about your lines might not be the best. I have 170 millimeters of suspension in the front and I intend to use it. So let's go. Here we go. All right, stay outside, back in, stay on the outside, cut it in, out, stay high, come back. Nice, good line there. Keep going. Stay high, stay outside, come back in quick, get back on the brakes, right through, let it go. Inside, out top, over, out, let it run. No brakes. Tad brakes. Stay high. Over that, on your brakes. Push into the berm. Pedal up. There we go. Straight over, bad line. Stay wide. Stay middle. Straight. Come back out. Over. Straight. Let's go. Kick it out. Stay high. In. Off the berm. Stay high. Stay high. Let it run. Over. Brakes over, a little wider, and stop. Whew. So that was a little squirrely, but whew, it is wet out. Bottom section here, I think one tip I really try to tell people, nope, no one's calling me, is don't fight your bike. Especially in conditions like this, if you fight your bike and you're rough and you're rigid, these tires are gonna catch a root and wash. So in this last little section, I'm gonna let this bike do what it wants to do and only minor corrections. And I'm gonna take the jump line here because I like it. So here we go. Don't fight it. The bike's dancing underneath me. See? There we go. See, the bike wanted to go high there, and I didn't panic and get on the front brake. I let it go, corrected it back. And this is something that I really want to go for. And, you know, kind of tying it into my message of personal growth. I'm really bad at putting myself out there and following through. And I know maybe to outsiders or even people in the industry, I'm very risk averse. Maybe the way I ride and what I do doesn't translate that. Like, that doesn't translate, but the idea of like bombing that hill is completely fine. But the idea of getting up early to drive out to a system because I'd be uncomfortable because I'll be tired all day terrifies me. And I'm trying to fight that by doing this. Sun's coming out, so things are getting a little greasy right now, where they were kind of just wet before. So we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna try to throw another timer on this and see how it goes, and I'm gonna try to talk my way through it again, maybe a little less, but I'm gonna try my best to, at the same place, push myself a little more. See if we can bring it all together, because I tried that other line and it didn't work. Now, all right, stay in this line, get a little pedal stroke in there if you can. Come on, say hi, a little more, not as good of a line as last time. Stay high, come back in, stay in the middle, on the brakes a bit, come back, let it go, fight it, there we go, let it ride. Gotta try to find a better line through there. Feet are a little in a bad spot. Come outside, over the rock. Stay in, come outside. Stay in that berm. Push. High, down low. Roll it. On the brakes, down, outside. And we're good. That felt faster. I could hear the suspension working a little bit better. We'll have to see. Maybe what am I learning here on day one? I think I'm learning that I need to be a little more conscious of my PSI and my tires, and that I am struggling in more flatter sections. I sort of don't have the confidence that I would like in areas that might not be the most little slower areas. So I guess we'll have to work on that, and I'll see you next time.